But that probably helps too to like motivate you. Like how you're saying, where you were like you felt like you were the one, putting out all the energy. Now having him do his thing, that probably motivates you to be like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm going to take this into my next fight.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, in my last fight, I already did it.
Even in your last fight too, bro.
I did it. So
and congrats too. That was a very good fight.
Yeah, it was tough, man, because I broke my rib 2 weeks before the fight. Yeah, that's why my ribs like this.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
So it was like 2 weeks with no grappling, nothing, and I was fighting like a grappling master, and it was like mentally, it was a big war in my mind, like if I would be able to fight or no. I was believing that all the time and telling to myself, I'm going to fight, but it was hard 2 weeks. Yeah.
Was it in camp?
Yeah, it was in camp.
Training or just went out?
Yeah, training. Yeah, I was defending and it was like crazy thing because I was just like, it wasn't like any crazy thing that the guy did or anything like that. I was defending a guillotine and defending, and suddenly we heard the crack, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah, well, it was hard.
Was the first thing that came to your mind was the fight? Or was it just like,
He tried to come,
Yeah.
He tried to come, but I was like, my coach, it was with one of my grappling coaches, Paganini, and he was like, fuck, and it was like so bad, and I was like, oh, calm down, brother. Like, I'm going to fight. There's no way I'm not going to fight. But in my mind, trying to, trick me, But I was like always repeating, I'm going to fight. No problem with that. We're going to make it. We're going to make it. And I made it. Yeah.
You made it. It was a very nice performance, like I said.
Yeah. That's why I was with my hands down all the time. Of course, it was good to defend the takedowns because I knew he was going to shoot. But it was definitely to protect my rib, If I was like this, there's no protection. He does a lot of knees and all that.
To the body.
So I needed to be with my hands loose and protecting my rib on this side, So, yeah.
That's crazy that you mentioned that, because in the fight, I was like, oh, this is kind of a different style that I see you normally. You normally hands up. Yeah. But hey, you got the job done.
Yeah, everything was good. Yeah.
T-Mobile here too.
When I got out of the fight, Hunter came and said, bro, you look like a gangster with your hands down. I need you to do this like more, like 80% of the time was like, calm down, Hunter.
Yeah. One and done.
Like depend on the opponent, like I want to raise my kids with health,
Protect my head at all times. But no, that's amazing. I mean, you're the co-main event of a pay-per-view here in Las Vegas. Did you ever imagine your life would be like that? We talked about it coming up. I was like, man, you're traveling to Sydney and you're going to Australia and to New Jersey. Like, did you ever imagine your life would be like this, growing up?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. When I started, I was always seeing videos and YouTube and all that of all the fighters traveling around the world. I had a lot of friends that was traveling around the world doing seminars and living the good life, and I was always imagining myself on that. But definitely, I wasn't imagining that it was going to be so fast like that, like it's only like 4 years that I debuted in the UFC, and time goes so fast, and I didn't imagine it was going to be like that fast, but in my mind, I was always with this in my mind, 100%.
Yeah. You always knew that you were going to be here.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of times people say, "Oh, I want to be in the UFC. I want to be champion." But then once you get there, you're like, "Whoa, this is kind of crazy."
Yes. But I was very aware of the whole situation, because I was seeing everything, like all the videos, like getting along with the guys in the YouTube and seeing I've been seeing all the UFC videos and embedded and all the shit, I was always taking a look and getting to know like how it is, like for me to don't make something on my mind full of expectations and then get frustrated after and all that. So I was always like paying attention to the details,
Yeah.
I mean, the details are everything. Everything. How old were you whenever you first started training mixed martial arts?
Mixed martial arts, I started, I think I was like 18, 19.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was crazy because I was judo fighter in my whole life, my whole youth. I started judo when I was 6, and then when I was 18, I was in a competition out of my town. It was like a tournament to see who goes to the national team, to go to the European tour, to this stuff. Maybe not like Olympic team, like youth, and I lost the competition by armbar. And then my sensei is like a father to me since I was a kid. He came to me and said, from now on, you're just going to train judo if you train jiu-jitsu. And I was like, oh, fuck, I don't want to train this. And I was like, come on. Like,
Yeah.
And then I was like, everything that he says, I do, you know, like he's like my father. So I was like, okay. So in the beginning of jiu-jitsu, I hate it, you know, like, oh, fuck, this is not for me. I don't want to do it. And then like 6 months after, I was like, okay, maybe I'm a little bit good at it, you know, like, because I was doing good. My first competition, I did, I think, like 10 fights.
Wow.
And I won all 10 by submission, and I was a white belt for sure. And then I got some money on it, you know, and it was
okay,
good.
I like this.
And I was like, okay, I can do it. And as I was doing jiu-jitsu, there was a Muay Thai class happening every day. So I was like, maybe I try it one day. And then I tried. The professor came to me and said, bro, you're good at it. Keep coming. And I was like, okay, I'll keep coming. 3 months after I was doing my debut in an amateur fight, kickboxing fight, I knocked the guy out in the second round. I was like, that's what I want to live the rest of my life, you know, like that's what I'm going to do. And I aim high already. I was like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to be in the UFC. That's what I want, you know, because when I was judo athlete, I wanted to be in the Olympics, you know, so I always aim very high and just work my ass off on it.
Wow. That's amazing.
And then I started MMA after that, you know, like I did the Muay Thai, the kickboxing fight. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to MMA. And then I think 7-8 months after, I did my debut in amateur MMA fight. And after that fight, 2 months after, I was already leaving my family, my hometown, leaving everything, going to São Paulo to pursue this dream, yeah.
Was that hard? Was that hard to leave?
Fucking hard.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's a risk, and look what it's paid off to.
Exactly.